I'm taking off my sweatshirt in anticipation. I thought we were going to focus a lot on Theraband today, so hopefully you have a Theraband. If you have a heavy and a light band, you might want to have them nearby. Some of the exercises might get a little rough with a heavy band. Some might be too easy with a light band, but if you don't, one will work. You can just modify. We're going to start out pretty easy, so welcome to class. We're going to go a little Theraband crazy today, and just lots of different ways. I find there's so many different ways to use a Theraband and so many ways to mimic a lot of what you would do on the tower, even some what you would do on the reformer with the Theraband. I do incorporate the roller a lot as well, especially with my more beginner students, because I use it as a support a lot of times under the pelvis so that I can get more out of them. So I'll show you what I do, and I'm going to just depend on you guys to modify as you need for your own bodies, right? So I can push the boundary a little bit as to kind of taking things a little more advanced, but knowing that you guys are going to take care of yourselves. Yeah, modify, change band, don't use a band, or even head up, head down, like all the different variations. Please just modify for yourselves as we go. And then, right, we'll just get started. I'm going to have you start on your roller, also with your band also, and the band is going to be behind your shoulder blades. So I'll just show you before I go down. It's going to be right across my upper back at my shoulder blade level as I go down, and then I'm just going to lay down on top of the roller. And the reason I like the roller here is just more feedback. So in this case, it's really just about that. You can definitely do these without the roller. These few exercises here. And so I'm going to collect up quite a lot of tension on my band, and I'm going to send my arms straight up to the sky. Right. So just check in as you're here. You're going to take a breath in, exhale, and here I'm going to let those shoulder blades sit on the roller next to me. So they're really kind of open and a little lazy at the moment, keeping my body here. Back of the neck is stretching along, tailbone is down. And then I'm going to exhale, sending those knuckles up into the sky. Just the shoulders moving up and away from the roller. And then they're going to come back and squeeze that roller. So exhale, pressing away. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, pressing away. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, pressing away. Inhaling down. And exhaling up. And inhaling down. Great, holding here. I'm going to just take one arm up by itself and back down. Exhaling up, other arm and down. Switching sides up and down, up and down. Keep the back of the neck really stretching long as you go with those knuckles up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. Nice. Here I'm going to have you take the band, you're going to cross it across the front of your rib cage. So I try and keep it wide across. It does roll up, which is not a big deal. I'm going to pull it pretty tight, and then I'm going to set it underneath my pelvis, basically under my tailbone, underneath me on the roller there. Right. What I'm trying to do is trace the diagonals across my belly. And if you feel more comfortable, you can open up the band a little wider, but it's not that important. Then I'm going to take my hands behind my neck. So here, interlacing those fingers behind the neck, make sure that's okay for your body to bring your head up. We're going to start with just a float, stretching, squeezing the neck, stretch the neck long off your shoulders, shoulder blades down the opposite direction. Already I'm creating a little work in my center. Exhaling, stretch the head off my shoulders, rib cage lowers itself, and I'm going to follow my rib cage with my chest. Let my head just float a little bit and then back down to the roller. Exhaling, floating up, inhaling, back down. Exhaling, floating up, inhale. So the band being there should really help you feel that connection to your ribcage. If you're not feeling what the band's doing, you could pull it tighter and down. Exhale. And I'll give you the opportunity to pull it tighter later as well. So if you're feeling it a little bit, that's fine for right now as we get warmed up. Pulling the head off the shoulders, floating up. Now, if you want to take it up even higher, please do. Hold it there though, and check in with your pubic bone and your tail. Your tail and pubic bone need to stay heavy on the roller, not curl up, and then back down. Big inhale, exhaling. So either float or continue, whichever is better for your body. And then back down. And exhale up. Tailbone's heavy. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. Great. Hold that down position. I want you to feel the band around you and pick up the top band. So whichever band is on top, you're going to release that from underneath you. Keep the other one under you and pick it up. So in my case, the left one was on top. I'm going to pick up the band in my left arm. Keep my right arm up to the sky. Great. Here I'm going to exhale. Follow. I'm going to reach my left hand over to my right hip. And I'm going to follow that with my body. Right elbow, your opposite elbow is wide open. And then I'm going to work my way back down. So I'm going to exhale, stretch that shoulder blade down. Reach that arm across to my opposite hip. Open up my elbow and come back down. Exhale, reaching across. Inhale, reversing down. Exhale, reaching across. Inhaling, working your way down. Exhale, reaching across. Inhale, reversing down. And exhale, reaching across. Good. Try holding it there. I'm going to just squeeze and pull up, really controlled, reaching that arm. That's what's driving me, is this reach and the tension in that arm and shoulder blade. The shoulder blade is pulling down, arm is reaching towards my opposite thigh. Up, keeping that hand that's behind your neck, that elbow really wide. Great, we've got two more here. Up and up. Nice, go ahead and relax your way back down. Here you have to release both bands. You're going to cross them over the opposite way. So whichever one was up is going to go down first. You're going to hook it underneath your tail. And then you'll pick up your other band with the hand you haven't held it with yet. And take the other hand back behind your neck again. Right. So here you're going to take a breath in. Exhale, stretch that neck long again. Really open up this elbow behind my head. And reach up and across. Follow that arm into the diagonal. And then work my way back down. Exhaling up into that diagonal, tailbone stays fixed. Inhale my way back down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Exhale it up, inhaling down. Exhaling up, really widening that elbow, getting a bit of that rotation, follow that band across, and you're gonna hold it there. We're gonna come up in this little motion up, really controlled, and up, and up, and up, great, up, and up, and up, and up, and then you're gonna work your way all the way back down. Nicely done. And then we'll go ahead and take that band out from underneath you for the moment. I'm sorry, out from under your hip, keeping it back there. I'm going to have you cross the band, so you're holding each end with a cross in front of you. Great. So these exercises, if you want to come off the roller, you're welcome to do that. I'm just going to keep you on here since I can for now, but if you need to get off, you're welcome to at any time. Here, I'm going to take a breath in. When I exhale, I'm going to press the arms down by my side. So we'll just do that part first. They're going to press down towards the floor across my body. Inhale, back up. Exhale, press it down. Inhale, back up. Right, you probably know what's coming. I want you to really feel the band crossing your body. If you're not feeling that pressure, take up some slack. We're going to connect the shoulder blades down as we press, and then I'm going to follow it with my chest lifting. Inhale back down. Now, if that's too much for your neck, you don't need to lift the head. You can just imagine that's what's happening as I go. I'm going to press into that whole diagonal of my body, my abs working together to create that. I should feel really strong when I get to the top. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to hold it here, and I'm in my hundreds. Right, shoulders are wrapping down, and I'm going to breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in and out. And in. So keep using that band as feedback across your center. In and out. Good. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then in and out. And in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a breath in. You're going to reverse your way back down. Nice. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to move off of this roller. So we let it just roll away for the moment. And then you're going to end up on your back. You can take the band out from underneath you. Good. Enjoy your moment of being flat here. And we're going to take one leg up to tabletop. I'm going to have you bring your band back around your foot this time. So it's going to go around your foot. And I like to always cross it in front of the foot, so just stay put for me. And if you prefer not to grip the band, you can also wrap your hands in to the band a little bit. Just depends on whatever you prefer is fine. Here I want my 1 foot in tabletop. I want my arms reaching up to the sky. Ideally, the arms just above my shoulders with not a lot of tension just yet on that band, right? So I don't want to feel like I'm already in a lot of tension before I even do anything here. So shoulder blades are seated on the floor. We now know how to do that. You're going to hold the arms where they are, press your leg out, and bring it back in. Exhale, press. Inhale. Now check in on that tension. If you feel like, wow, this is already a ton of work, then you need to give yourself a little slack. Out and in. You want those shoulder blades to sink into the floor as your leg extends. Right, controlling that leg back and back in, exhaling out and bring it in, and exhaling out and bring it in. Excellent. We're going to take the leg straight up to the sky, and you're going to drop the leg down. Straight leg drops down and comes up nice and controlled. Same thing, shoulder blades are seated on the floor next to you, and bring it up. Lowering down and bring it up. Nice and controlled here. You're going to use those abs at the bottom. Arms are staying still for now. Exhale, abs are working to control that leg motion down and back up. Good. Here, get the other, so I've got my right foot in the band, left foot's on the floor. I'm going to press up through my left leg as I press that right leg down and reverse it, the hip back down. Exhale, press, and reverse it down. Press, hips up, and reverse it down. Press, hips up, reversing down. And one more time, down, and release. Now we're going to add the arms if you have any room for that. So as that leg goes down, I'm going to reach my arms overhead. Hold this position here. Get the hips and pelvis level. Reach through the hands and knuckles, tummy hollows. Hold that, coming down, leg up, arms up, and repeat. Exhale, stretch away. Find the length at the back of the neck. Shoulders are in their sockets, holding that length. And reversing, down we go. One more time, just like that. Press, shoulders in their sockets, neck is nice and long. Good, hold yourself up there. Bring the legs and arm up and back. You're going to just hold static, up and down, up and down. Back of the neck stays really nice and long. Shoulders are just rolling backwards and up, down, and up. Keep that connection through your center, down, and up. One last, down. This time as you come up, you can sit those hips back down. Very nice. Let's switch sides. I like to put the other foot in and then take the foot out so I don't have to go fishing for my band again. You may need to adjust your tension so that you're even on both sides. And then we're going to start over. So we started with just having the shoulders on the floor next to you, the leg bent. You're going to press the leg out and bring it back in. Pressing out and bend it in. Press it out and bend it in. Pressing out and bending in. Exhale, press. Inhale in. And exhale, press. Inhale in. Nice. Take that leg up to the sky. Shoulders down on the floor next to you. Leg travels down. And it works its way up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Shoulders on the floor next to you. Inhale up. Ready? Hips are lifting. Down, hips up. Release, hips down. Arms staying still. Down. And sit. One more down. We're going to add the arms. Ready? Going down, arms overhead. Find that length through your body. And bring it back up. Have a seat. And stretch, reach. Back of the neck is long. And sit it back down. Stretch, reach. And sit it back down. Stretch, reach. Sit it back down. And stretch, reach. Hold that position there. Hips stay up. Legs and arms go up and down. Nice job. Hold it there nice and stable on that leg. And down. Back of the neck is still long. I'm really focused as I lengthen on my center, holding me steady. Shoulders are just kind of rolling, so I'm not lifting them off the ground. Those shoulders are nicely seated. Up and down. Long neck, up. Long leg. One last, up and down. And then as you bring that leg up, you can sit your hips right back on the floor. Nice job. We're going to take both feet into the band here. And you can rest your arms down by your side, along the side of you for the moment. And you can pull how much tension you like into the band for the moment. I'm gonna bring it in between my knees. Exhale, press out into frog and bend it back in. Right, press into frog and bring it back in. Pressing out. Inhale back and press it out. And inhale back. Good. So here, take a look at your band. If it's around your, you want to put it around your toes if you can, so that it's getting right around the outside of your toes and feet. Yeah. And then here we're going to exhale, send your legs out in frog, and you're going to bring them up towards the sky. So I'm going to really sit my butt down, heavy, and take a look at my feet. I'm going to keep my eye on those feet of mine. I'm going to roll them parallel and let them close, so I'm parallel feet. Then I'm going to roll them open. I'm focused on opening my feet and ankles, not my knees. So my legs, hips, and knees stay. I'm going to just windshield wiper my feet open and bring them back parallel. Open and parallel. Open, trying not to move those knees. Parallel. Open. Parallel. Open. Okay, now I'm going to move my knees and my hips. I'm going to rotate from my hips, my feet come for the ride. Go parallel. Rotate from my hips, everything turns out, everything turns parallel. Rotate, turn parallel. Rotate, turn parallel. Rotate, turn parallel, and rotate. Great, turn parallel. Now if that's already really tight, you might need to create a little space between your feet. We're going to go heels together, toes apart. Your legs are going to travel up and down, and we're going to go up open, come down, squeeze heels and together up, down, together up, open, down, squeeze heels up, open, down, squeeze heels up, open, down, squeeze heels up, open, down, one more, open, down, hold at the bottom, we're gonna reverse, up, squeeze the heels, come down, hold that tummy tight, up, squeeze the heels, and you can decide how far to make this circle go up and down, just based on your stability and strength. Hollow that belly, try not to let that back arch, right? We're gonna go staying in that neutral. Open around. And open, good. Holding here, I'm gonna have you bend your knees in, they're in parallel now. So I have the band on the outside. We're changing the focus a little bit. Now back to those upper abs. I like to hold the band pretty strongly tight. I'm gonna reach way up and then drop my elbows back to the floor. So I'm gonna take a breath in here, exhale. I'm gonna press my legs out, and as I do, I'm gonna allow that press to bring me into an upper ab position or a chest lift position. And then I'm gonna inhale, rolling my way back down. What I want to feel is those shoulders wrap around the back of me. I press, my palms turn up to the sky, and I can bend back in. Exhale and press, rotate palms up, shoulders down, legs extend, belly sinks. Inhale back in. Exhale and press. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale and press. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale and press. Inhale, bring it back. And exhale and press. Great. Holding there. I'm going to pulse those legs up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold at the top. The legs are now going to exhale their way down. Inhale up. Exhale the legs down. Inhale back up. You can keep a little turnout in those feet to help you guys sink that belly on the way down, up, legs down, and up, reaching down, lengthening up, and reaching down, up one more time, down, and up. Relax the head down. We're going to take one foot out, one foot stays. The free leg's going to go floating right over the mat down below. Again, you can pull some tension here. My arms are going to stay straight. Your choice is to keep your head down or lift it up. I'm going to exhale. As I go, I'm going to press my legs towards each other. Find that scoop, my chest rolled up, but you can keep yours down if you want. I'm going to open back my banded leg up, other one down. Press the legs and open. Press the legs and open. Really stretching the back of that neck, in either case, head up or down, and open. Press the legs, open, press down, and open, press down, and open, and press down, and open. We're going to switch feet at the top here, and off we go. Free leg lowers down, and we're going to exhale, press, and open, 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 press. Good, one last. Press together and open, relaxing the head back down. Nice. Holding this position here. I've got one leg down, one leg up. And I'm going to go through my hip circle. So leading this free leg down nice and solid on the floor. I can take this into a big circle. I always like to start out slow, kind of figuring out what I'm feeling in that side. And then you can take it big and wide, holding that pelvis steady as the leg opens. You can come up and across your body, letting the hip lift off the floor and then anchoring it again as you open out to the side. Big circle across. Up and open, one more in this direction. And then we're going to reverse, so going across the body, it's okay to roll to the side here, then open it out, anchor the pelvis and bring that leg around. Across and around. Across and around. and across and around. Nice, let's switch sides. So switching legs in, lowering the other leg down to the floor. Great. And here we go, opening out to the side, anchoring that pelvis, coming around with that leg. You can come across, and it's gonna feel out a couple of rotations before we go too big here. Coming around. And then here, if you want to take it into a bigger circle, please feel free. Coming across onto your side and open out. Rolling across that body, anchoring as you come around. And across. And then we'll reverse direction. So coming back across the body. Sweeping that leg down, opening out. And across. Sweeping down. And across. Sweeping around. One more time. Across. And sweeping around. Good. Holding there. Go ahead and take the band out. We're going to bend the knees and bring the band onto your pelvis in the front. So here, I'm just going to open up my band, place it on my pelvis here. If you have normal length arms, it'll probably stay right at your pelvis. If you have really long arms, it might be a little past your pelvis. Either way is okay. You're going to bring your feet in nice and tight underneath you. We're going to exhale. You're using a plank bridge here. So I'm going to press down through that band in my arms, lifting the hips against the band. You lift them and sit myself back down into neutral. Exhale, just holding that neutral. Press, squeeze the glutes, squeeze that back side, and back down. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Exhaling up, press. Inhaling down. Good. Exhaling up, anchor. Use those lats in the back sides of your arms to help you here. You're not pushing into the floor, you're just holding that band. And sit. Press up. And down. Press up. And down. Up. And down. And up. And down. Very nice. All right, we're going to switch gears. I'm going to have you roll onto your hands and knees. And we're going to take the band behind the shoulder blades once more. So here we can work a little bit on that serratus as we go. And then I'm going to put my hands on top of the band and come onto my all fours here. Great, so starting here, I'm going to just take a breath in. And when I exhale, I'm just going to let myself collapse between my shoulders. So let my shoulder blades kind of roll off my back, that's fine. And then I'm going to exhale, pressing the band up into the sky with my shoulder blades. I'm going to push the floor away with my hands, push up into that band, and release down. And the goal here is really to isolate the shoulder motion from my upper spine. I don't want to round my upper spine. I really want to use the arm pressure and that serratus press up into the band to move my body. I don't want to round up like in an upper body cat, right? I'm going to just press through those shoulders and lower down. Press up through those shoulders, lower down. Press through those shoulders, lower down, and press. I'm going to hold that position there. Gather up the band in my right hand and bring my arm just in front of my chest. Here I'm going on just that left shoulder. I'm going to let myself lower. I'm going to push the floor away, and I'm going to allow myself to push a little beyond into a very tiny rotation, and then down again. Exhale, press, push a little beyond, and down again. So again, really isolating that shoulder. Push the floor away, tiny rotation, and down. Exhale, press. Inhale, down. Exhale, press. Inhale, down. And exhale, press. Inhale, down. Great. We're going to switch hands. So I'm going to place my right hand back down with my hand on top of the band. Pick up that left hand, maybe gather up the band a little and bring that arm just across the front of your chest. Good, here I go. I'm gonna just let myself relax into that right shoulder. Push the floor away, maybe a little extra rotation, and then down, a little extra push into a bit of a rotation. Press away, a little extra push, and slowly down, nice and controlling both directions, right? Really, again, focus on those shoulder blades, not on the back itself. And down, push that arm away from the floor, and back down. Press. Increasing that into a little rotation, slowly down, 2 more here, push away, slowly down, and push, and allow a little bit more, and slowly back down. Great. I'm gonna have you cross the bands and have your hands still on them. Good. So here, keeping the weight through the band, through your hands onto that band. I'm gonna go back to my original serratus press, let myself collapse a little bit down, then push away on that band. Hold that position there. I'm gonna slide 1 foot out from underneath me, tuck those toes under. Great, and then I'm gonna match it with my other leg against my plank. If the plank legs is too much, you're welcome to go onto your knees. Right, here I'm gonna do my serratus press again, shoulders down, push away, down, push away, down, push away, down. Imagine how light you're going to feel when we remove the band, right? Down, push away, and down, push away. Hold there. You're going to reach your hips up to the sky. You can walk your feet in. Keep those shoulders pressing down into the band. So I'm going to work my shoulder blades into the band. It might not stay, that's okay. You're gonna let those heels sink. Keep working your hips up, right? Keep trying to press that band away towards your hips. Neck is gonna relax in the middle. Big breath in, you're gonna come up on your toes and snake your way forward into your plank. Don't lose your serratus press, right? Wrap the shoulders, I can continue. I'm gonna keep pushing my back into that band, open my chest. Legs are strong, so I'm finding my snake here. Big breath in. I'm gonna exhale and tuck my chin. Find my way all the way up and back. Then try and keep that band pressing down. If you lose it, again, no big deal. Exhaling up on your toes. Coccyx curling your way forward. Finding that plank. Hold, wrap the shoulders. Open the chest. Legs are strong. Really opening up that chest as much as you can without collapsing in your middle. Exhale, chin tucks, and we're wrapping our way all the way back up. Stretching through those hips. Great. And then we're going to work our way back down onto our knee. Well done. We'll take the band off the shoulders. And we're going to make a loop out of it. And take both loose ends. I'm going to put them underneath my left hand. And I'm going to place my right foot in the band. Here, if you have a really strong band, you might go to a lighter one. That might be nice. If not, don't worry. So the band is now crossed underneath me, in between my knees. So it's on my right foot, and it's going underneath me to my left hand. In a diagonal, yeah. Great, I'm gonna set myself up with my nice shoulder position that I'm so good at now. We worked on that. Good, my shoulders feel very free. I'm gonna exhale and send my right leg back. So the toes are still on the floor. I'm sending that leg back. I'm gonna use my abs here a lot to take most of that weight. So the weight in my hand is really quite light. And I'm gonna float that leg up and tap it down and bring it up. Down. Now check in with your body. See if you can keep even weight on both hands, but more weight than anywhere else is on my back half, right? So I want to keep my pelvis level. Up and down with that leg. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down and up, down. Let's go ahead and slide that leg all the way back in. Nice job. So squaring yourself off if you need it, grab a hold of the band that's under your left hand. I'm going to just set my knuckles on the floor of that left side. Here, I'm going to exhale, pull in my left elbow to my right knee. I'm going to look at it. And then I'm going to send it all the way. Arm out, leg out, shoulder in my socket. Center is lifting. You can even lift the band a little to help you lift that center. I'm going to come back in. And exhale, stretch, lift long, and slowly back in. As much as I'd like to ricochet back, I'm going to control that way back in. And reach, extend, pull it in, and reach, extend, and pull it in. Nice job. We're going to switch sides, so I'm going to just slide my left foot in that band, take my right foot out, and change the band over to the other side. Find myself on my all fours, nice and controlled. Make sure I'm not going to lose that band back there. And here we go, sliding that left leg out, toes on the floor. Inhale back in. Slide it out. Oh, sorry, leave it out there. We're going to float it up. And it's going to tap down. So the weight is really on my back half. I'm trying to keep even weight between both arms. Up, tap, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, and down. Nice job. Slide that leg back in. Pick up the ends of the band in your right hand. You're going to take a breath in, push away from the floor with the left shoulder, and float the elbow, right elbow towards the left knee, both floating off the ground, and then stretch away. Pick up tall and come back in, or pick up that band towards your belly. Ready? Reach up, pull it in. Reach out, lift, and bring it in. Reach out, lift, and bring it in. Reach out, lift, and bring it in. One more time. Reach out, lift, and bring it back in. Nice job. We can go ahead and take that band off for a moment. And I'm going to come up to high kneeling. So here you have a choice with your feet. You can have them stay here, or you can tuck those toes under if you're interested in trying to open up the backs of those feet a little bit. Either way is absolutely fine. You're going to take your band and place it against your thighs here. So we're shifting a little bit to a little more focus on the upper body. You're going to take the idea here is to wrap the shoulders onto the back. Press the band into the thighs and let the arms just travel past your body a tiny bit. And then release. And we'll do that again. Exhaling, I'm going to just pull, press back. And release. So shoulder blades doing the work, hands are reaching to the floor. I'm going to do that again, but this time I'm going to add in the glutes. I'm going to have my glutes press forward into the band as I open, all without hyperextending my lower spine. Of course, right? And then forward, release. Exhale, pelvis lengthens down, tail lengthens down, glutes press forward into the band. Shoulders find their way downward and wrapping onto my back, shoulder blades. Inhale to release. Two more. Exhale, press band, press hips, lengthen the back of your head. Inhale to release. And one more time. Press the shoulder blades, press the glutes, the head's rising up. Inhale to release. Very nice. Let's take your right foot forward. You're going to take that band and wrap it under your right foot. I again like to cross the band just to hold it steady there. I'm going to wrap my hands into the band one time. So here you really have a choice. You could stay here on your knee and do the work. I like to come up into a low lunge, so you're welcome to do that as well. To do that, I'm going to tuck those toes under. I'm going to press that back leg back, find a really nice stable closed pelvis position, so I'm not rotating. I'm very square forward, holding here. I'm going to press the arms back And slowly release. So the back of my neck grows taller as I reach back. Elbows nice and straight. Stretch back. Slowly release. Back. Slowly release. Pulling back. Slowly release. Press. Slowly release. Press. And release. Press. And release. And press. And release. Nice. I'm going to have you take your left forearm, place it on your right knee. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of rotation. Reach down on your right band. Pull the elbow up to the sky and release. Pulling it up. Slowly release. So the spine is really long. I'm reaching out the top of my head and slowly release. Bend and slowly release. Bend. Slowly release. Bend. Slowly release. Bend. Slowly release. Bend and hold. You're going to extend the arm back and let the elbow bend. Press and bend. Press and bend. Kind of like long box on the reformer tricep press. And press. Bend. Press. Head is nice and long. Press. And bend, press, bend, and press, and bend. Great. You're going to bring your torso upward now. Here, I'm going to go ahead and hold my arms back, and I'm going to press that front leg straight for a moment, drop that back heel. My arms up here just helping me support now. So I'm going to wrap the shoulders, knuckles into the floor, bend that front knee forward, try and beat that back heel down. So only as far as you personally can go. Pushing back again. Bend forward. Push back. As I bend forward, I'm going to keep my arms where they are and press back. It's going to feel like they have to work harder as I bend that knee and release. So bend that knee. Straighten the knee. Bend the arms, pull away and straighten and bend and straighten. Great. I'm going to have you hop the back leg in just a little bit. So I'm standing on my both feet pretty evenly now. My arms are going to stay straight and I'm going to let my palms turn backwards here. I'm going to take my weight onto my front leg and see if you can float the leg up as you pull. I'm going to pull and release. Pull and release. Pull. My back leg doesn't have to go up very high. Pull. I want my torso to stay at vertical for now. And release. And pull. And release. Great. Now we're going to seesaw. Arms are going to actually go out to the side. I'm going to go forward in one hinge and back up. Forward. And back up. Forward. And back up, creating a lot of length between my head and the leg that's reaching up. And one more time. Forward. And back up. Great. I'm going to take myself back into the lunge and lower down onto my knee. And we're going to switch sides and repeat on the other side. So I'm just going to wrap that foot in. Cross the band over. Again, you can stay in the kneeling position if you want, or you're going to tuck those toes underneath you and come up into that low lunge. Finding a nice, stable, closed pelvis position. Now we start with those arms pulling back and slowly release. Good. Pressing back and slowly release. Pressing back, slowly release. Pressing back, slowly release. Pressing back, slowly release. Press and release. Press and release. And press and release. Great. We're going to come with the right hand now across the left thigh. That left leg stays bent. I'm going to reach my hand down the band and roll the elbow straight up. and release. Take your vision, your focus down with your eyes so that the back of the neck stays long. Pulling elbow up and down, up and down, elbow up, neck is long, coming up and down, up, down, and you're gonna hold it up there. Extend the arm back, tricep, press your bend, press, bend, press, bend, press, bend, press, and bend, nice long neck, and bend, press, bend, press, and press. Last one, press. Nice job. Working your way up into a tall lunge, we're gonna hold that position. Arms are gonna pull back beside me. I'm gonna hold those arms there, wrap the shoulders down, push the front leg straight. Try and get that heel in the back down on the floor. And then I'm gonna bend forward. Push. So bend that knee forward, the arms are gonna pull away from that bending knee and straighten it. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And bend and straighten. Nice. Go ahead and bend. You're going to take a little hop forward, standing on 2 feet for a moment. Collect your body. So wrap those shoulders down, head grows tall. Here, I'm going to go ahead and my palm will turn backwards. I'm going to pull that band, float the leg up and back down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Down, one more, up and down. Great, we're gonna go into that seesaw. Arms are gonna pull a little wide. My heel and my head are in that same line, and I come back up. So holding that body in a nice plank. Back of my skull and my heels are going together, hinging forward and up. Arms open slightly to the side, just creating some stability. And back down, hinging forward and up, opening and up, opening and up, opening and up, and opening, hinging forward and working your way back up. Nice job. You can go ahead and untwist yourself from that band and toss it on the floor. Well done. Last little move here, because I always like to end with a nice little plank. You're gonna reach your hands right up to the sky. Big inhale. You're gonna hinge forward. So your choice if you want to stay on 2 feet or if you want to go into that hinge forward on one leg. And then we're gonna walk our way out to our plank. If your leg's up, I like to close the leg for the moment. We'll do our push-up here, down and up. Stretch the leg if you're on the one, up or on two is fine. Find your stability, work your way up to your standing. Let's switch sides. We'll do it one more time on 2 legs. Leg behind, reaching up long. Find that hinge. Find the floor, walking your way out. We'll close the leg, coming down and up. Reverse. If you've got one leg, it can come up. Or on 2 sides, coming all the way up. Big inhale and relax your way down. All right, very well done. I hope you are therabanded out for a while and that you find some of that useful.